Number 5 is publishing regular content. So what you want to do is you want to have a publishing calendar. You need to have a content calendar. I talked about this at length in the previous episode of Brand Up. So after this episode, go back and watch the previous episode. I talked about how we publish content online and really the machine and the system that we have in place. So regular updates, that's number 5, regular updates. My recommendation would be to publish, if you're not doing anything on Facebook or on Twitter at the moment, start by publishing 2 posts a day, right? That's 4, I was going to say 10. Yeah, I mean, that's 10 a week from Monday to Friday, but that's 14 a week for the whole week. So you want to do 2 a day, right? We do between 10 to 15 a day on Facebook. Some people say, oh, that's a lot. No, it's not a lot. It's just, we're out to dominate the space, so that's how you have to play the game if you want to dominate. So, and also because we have so much content to share, so that we actually have to post it. On Twitter, we post 30 to 50 times a day, right? So just because Twitter is different, Twitter is much more, the feeds are much more, prospects miss the feeds just because there's so much more noise on it. So, Twitter is a different game than Facebook. LinkedIn is obviously a different game. You need to understand that you need to have a publishing schedule. So you need to schedule this. It's not just about, I have a cool picture, let's just post it and see what happens. It's never going to work like that, right? You need to have, in the same way that you have your calendar, your business calendar of, promotions and cash flow in and expenses and, new stock arriving, you have that business calendar. You need to have a publishing calendar, a content calendar. So that's a must if you really want to win in social media, is planning everything you do. So look, I'll give you our example. Like I said, we publish between 10 to 15 times a day on Facebook. That's about on average 60 to 80 posts a week, right? On Twitter, it's between, like I said, 30 to 50 a day, so that's about 200 to 300 a week. If we're not organized, and this is just for us, right? That's just for my brand, right? For Matthias Mazur. Then we have our clients. For clients, we do the same thing. So we have thousands of posts a day that are just going out. You can't do that if you don't have a calendar. So everything needs to be planned. So you need to publish regularly, and the only way to do that regularly is to have, to plan. I would say 2 a day if you're starting out is good. Just because Facebook, not everyone will see your posts. People don't check Facebook all the time. They're not on Facebook 24/7. They might miss posts, so you wanna post frequently. You want to post different types of content. We'll talk about content. So at least twice a day. The cool thing with Facebook and Twitter is you can actually preload, so you can schedule posts in advance. So for example, you can schedule 20 posts for the week, schedule 2-3 posts a day, and it just goes out automatically. You don't need to look at it, but you do need to schedule. So regular updates, 2 a day at least. If you want to dominate your space, go to 10 a day. There's a lot of different content you can post. The key is to have a calendar and to commit to posting for at least 6 to 12 months, right? At least 6 to 12 months. Because that's where you win. Social media is a numbers game. You're not going to reach, an incredible amount of exposure with one piece. It's going to take dozens, maybe hundreds, maybe thousands of publications to really get traction. And the best way to do it is just to plan everything, schedule everything, and then have it publish and have it go out, as time goes. But it's crucial to have a calendar. So that's number 5. Regular updates, at least 2 a day. If you're starting out, and if you're kind of like, I don't really know if that's too much, you need to get over it. Really, you need to get over the fear. People don't live on your brand, right? People don't live on my brand. People live their own lives. If you're not publishing regularly, you don't exist for people. So your audience wants to see content that's interesting. The more content you put out, the more interesting the content, the more people will like, share, comment, and just interact with your page, and then your engagement goes up. So if you're starting out and you're still skeptical, start with 2 a day. So let's say 14 a week. If you love this, if you love what I'm sharing, go with 10 a day. Why not? Or 6 a day, or 5 a day, or 8 a day. But play the game. Play the game to win, not to like, oh yeah, we're trying this Facebook thing. Facebook's been around for years now. Almost 1.5 billion users. If you're still at the stage of, let's see if Facebook works, I mean, you're lost in business. Sorry for that, but that's the truth. So, again, I keep it real on these shows, and I'd love to see you succeed with this, but I have to I get a lot of questions from people saying, I'm in the wine business, or I'm in, one of our clients it was like a small champagne brand in France. And at the beginning, he was still skeptical, like, oh yeah, I mean, is Facebook viable? I said, you need to get over it, because you don't have the advertising budget that, the big brands have. So you need to go where people want to interact. You need to go where people are. So social media is the key. If you're still skeptical about this, don't play the game, and then come back to me and text me in 5 years and let me know how the business goes. Chances are you actually won't be in business anymore. Or your business will go you'll just barely be surviving. So if you want to dominate, you need to do all this. Content. Let's talk about content. So we talked about the importance of having a calendar, posting several times a day. Again, we post 10 to 15 times a day. Post at least twice a day. At least twice a day. Commit to that. If you really want to go big, post 5 times. And then post 10. Right? So content, what to share, because now, obviously if you want to share 15, 20, 30 pieces of content a week, you need to find that stuff, right? So there's basically 2 categories. One is your own content. So like, we're doing now on Periscope, the way we're doing it now with, video, or someone else's content. That's really the 2 categories. Within those 2 categories is different things, a lot of different elements and pieces of content, types of content you can publish. Go back to my show last week on Brand Up last week. I did a full episode on how we create content, the exact system, how to create 6, 7, 8 pieces of content based on one main piece. So go back and watch that after this episode. But briefly, to summarize, you want to have your own content. So you want to have videos, you want to have pictures, you want to have quotes, you want to have testimonials, video testimonials, you want to have educational articles, educational videos. This is all you, right? All you. And then you want to have also other people's content. You can have, you can post a funny video relating to your industry. If you have a flower shop, you can post, like the most beautiful flower arrangements in the world, right? Just type that into YouTube, find the video, put that on your Facebook page, say like, hey, I just found this is amazing. People love that. Don't be closed-minded, right? I'm trying to think of the word. Don't think in a scarce way, right? The bad thing about social media is people who never share anything else than their own stuff. Just because people want to see that you actually share other people's content. And Facebook actually rewards you if they see that you actually share other people's content. So you want to share other people's stuff, right? If you have a customer or someone in your audience who sends you like a funny video, share that video, tag that person. Why? Because then all that person's friends get the notification that their friend got tagged, and then all those friends see your brand, right? So think big. Don't take all the credit for things. Give credit where credit is due. Think of all the pieces of content you can publish. Go back to my show last week to last week's episode of Brand Up. You'll see the whole system that we use for us and for our clients. And then shared content, funny videos, educational articles. Obviously, you don't want to publish stuff from competition. I don't publish stuff from competition, but there's a lot of different things. Like I said, funny videos. The flower example is amazing. There's millions of videos about flowers, or best bridal arrangements. Bridal flower arrangements. Best best Mother's Day flower arrangements. So there's all this different type of all these videos online, all this type of all these pieces of content that can be just taken and used as one of the pieces that you publish every week or every day, right? So if every day you publish, let's say you post 5 times a day, you can post 1 or 2 other people's shared content, basically. So that's already 40% of your content, and then you only need to create 3 pieces. So think of how you can leverage all that. That's one of the keys is also kind of using what's out there. You don't need to create everything. Also, repurposing content. So repurposing content, I won't go in detail in today's show, but go back to Brand Up last week, so Brand Up's previous episode, and that's where I talk about repurposing content and how we do it, and how it's really easy to have dozens of pieces of content based on just one thing, right? So taking a video, making it an article, a quote, a picture, an audio podcast, a white paper, a slideshow, just like all these different things you can do based on one piece of content.
Go to MatthiasMazur.com to watch the full episode and connect with Matthias on social media. See the links in the description below.